Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday, April the 15th. This is Serge Bogosian with FHT Sports with my daily playoff review and wrap up from last night. We're outside today in the backyard enjoying a beautiful Sunday morning. The weather's very nice, so we decided to bring the vlog outside today. We're going to take you to some different venues as we go along, but today it's a beautiful day, so we're sitting outside and enjoying the day. Last night, let's start off. There were 4 games last night: Boston, Toronto; Nashville, Colorado; Tampa, New Jersey; San Jose, Anaheim. I know you guys are wondering what's he gonna do. The Leafs' dismal performance. He's supposed to shave the beard. The beard is coming off today, ladies and gentlemen. Right after this video is done, the beard is gonna go. Um, the Leafs did not look like the Leafs the first game, and especially last night. The playoffs are a different ball game, but the Leafs, from what I noticed, they did not have a game where they lost by 4 goals or more. Maybe once this year, and they lose back to back 4 goals or more. Freddie Anderson, who has arguably been the team's MVP, who broke a record for most wins by a Leaf goalie, um, just didn't come to play last night. What's going on, Freddie? 7 shots, 3 goals. We had to pull him. It was just a disaster. 4 goals right away, 4-0 start. The Leafs could not come back from that. They're just getting owned by one of the top lines in the NHL, and that's Marchand, Bergeron, and Pastrnak. Last night, Pastrnak put up 3 goals and 3 assists for a 6-point night. That is you don't see that too often in the playoffs. So the Leafs now are gonna go home after the 7-3 drubbing. Try to figure out what they can do. The series is not over yet. It's 2 games to nothing. They're going home. Babcock's gonna hopefully change the narrative and do something. Get something out of these guys. Where's Matthews? What's going on? What's going on with the defense? Zaitsev, come on! Like, terrible performances. This is not the Leaf team that we saw all year that got over 100 points and that was the number 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. The Leafs did get 3 goals. Bozak, Marner, and JVR. Typically, when you get 3 goals, you're in a fight for a game, but not today. The game was over before it even started. Um, it was. I couldn't even watch the third period, to be honest. I don't really do that too often. I could not take it. I know you guys are out there. There's a lot of Leaf haters out there. I understand. I don't like every team. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We know some of those that team that plays in. There's a city in eastern Quebec in Quebec in Canada. They wear red. Um, they're not in the playoffs, but their fans don't like us. So we're not going to mention their names. That team's name is not allowed on the vlog. Um, but yeah, it's not a pretty sight for the Leaf fans. The good thing is you have to win 4 out of 7. We only lost 2. We're going home. Win those home games. We're back to square. Let's move on from the Leaf game and let's go to Nashville, Colorado. Um, before the series, before the playoffs started, my pick of teams that come out of the Western Conference was definitely Nashville. Nashville, had another great game. Even though the score ended up to be 5-4, Colorado again got the first goal, but somehow Nashville just doesn't give up. They got too many weapons, as we see again. 5 different goal scorers on this night: Johansson, Watson, Hartman, Arvidsson, and Fiala. So 5 goals, 5 different scorers. Colorado, what can you say? Again, Nathan MacKinnon had a pretty good game, and Jonathan Bernier. We don't think Jonathan Bernier is a playoff goalie. I've seen Jonathan Bernier play in Anaheim, and then he spent a few years in Toronto where he just did not look very good. I know he had a decent year, and Varley's the goalie, but he's for Colorado. Varlamov, however, he's not available. So I think with a decent goaltending performance last night, Colorado could have pulled out a win, maybe 2. But yeah, so Nashville comes out. Um, you know, different weapons, lots of goals, 5-4. They win their first 2 games, and now we're going back to Colorado. Is the series over? Just like the Leafs series? No, it's not. Colorado still can come back, and things really change in the Stanley Cup playoffs when you change venues. You go home to your home crowd, you feed off of that, and maybe come out with a couple of victories. Anyway, 2-0 Nashville after the first 2 games, 2 solid wins at home, 5-4 victory. And we move on to another team that is, again, taking the Leafs aside, my actual prediction, what I think is going to happen, is Tampa and Nashville in the final. They're the top two seeds. They're the top two best teams right now, and Tampa did not disappoint last night either. Came out strong. They got, again, we keep saying this all the time, they got well balanced scoring. Stamkos not even involved in the scoring here. Alex Killorn, who's a sort of like a plug. He's not one of their top players, but he contributes when he can. 2 big goals. Braden Point, Johnson, and Kucherov. 5 different scorers. Tampa wins this one 5-3. The game wasn't really in doubt. New Jersey did get a couple to keep it close, but Tampa's gonna win. Tampa's gonna, go into New Jersey now. Is this series over? Again, none of these series are over. 2 games does not mean anything. Now, when you get down 3-0, then you're in trouble. But the most important games, okay. So in the playoffs, you want to look at the odd number games. The big games, okay, the big games are the odd number games. The first game is very important. The third game is very important. The fifth game is very important. And the seventh game is, obviously, you don't win the 7th game, you don't win. But yeah, so these teams are not looking that great right now. But again, these teams made the playoffs. They're the top 16 teams in the NHL, so anything can happen. However, Tampa wins. Again, I think convincingly, 5-3, 2-0 lead. Tampa is now going to New Jersey, try to close out the series there. The last game of the night, again, I thought was again one of the closer games of the night. Anaheim, San Jose. Anaheim hosting San Jose, their upstate rival, Battle of California. Anaheim got off to a very quick start, but San Jose, just something about San Jose. They seem to be on a bit of a mission here. They lost Big Jumbo Joe, but they got a lot of guys that have stepped up. We covered the San Jose Barracuda, which I'll get to in a couple of seconds. But guys spent a lot of time there, like Marcus Sorensen, who scored a big goal yesterday, Kevin Labanc, who had an assist. They've stepped up. They're doing really well. And when you get good goaltending by Marty Jones, you're gonna do well. Goaltending is key in the playoffs. Colorado got good goaltending so far. They might be up. The series might be 1-1, or they might be up 2-0. If the Leafs got their goalies like they were performing in the regular season, there might be a closer series. So in the playoffs, you're gonna need a good goalie. Marty Jones, again, another phenomenal performance. San Jose, the only team to win 2 games on the road. They're going home on Monday with a 2-0 lead against their state rivals, the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. I mentioned the Barracuda. I know we're doing an NHL playoff wrap-up, but something really interesting happened last night. The San Jose Barracuda, or the AHL, the AHL affiliate of the San Jose Sharks, on April 4th, with 6 games to go, we're 10 points out of a playoff spot. Now think about that. 10 points out of a playoff spot with 6 games to go. Usually 90, 95, 99% of the time you're not going to make the playoffs. With about 3-4 days ago, the Barracuda had 2 games left, and the San Diego Gulls had 3 games. So all the San Diego Gulls had to do in 3 games was to take 1 point in those 3 games. 1 point in those 3 games, and then they would have been in the playoffs. All they had to do was take a game into overtime. Did not happen. All for the Gulls, all the Barracuda had to do was lose 1 game. Did not happen. Barracuda wins 6 in a row to finish the season. The Gulls lose their final 3 series in Tucson, and the Barracuda are going to the playoffs. We'll be there covering that for you guys. The schedule is going to be out later on this morning. We will let you all know. But again, very up and down on the franchise. Things are looking good for the San Jose franchise. The Sharks are looking good. Their farm team Barracuda are looking good. There you go. We still think Anaheim is going to fight tooth and nail for this series. It's not over yet. I still see this series going far. Now, I don't think New Jersey is going to keep the series far. I don't know if Colorado is going to be able to do it, but I think Anaheim, and again the Leafs. Man, I'm upset. I gotta shave the beard. We were sad last night. We were crying. Not really crying, but it was not pretty. So there you go. Our Sunday, April 15 wrap up. what's going to happen today's games. There's a lot more games going on. The game to watch for today is the LA Kings at home to the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Are the Golden Knights going to win another one? Can they take a game in LA? I don't know. We'll see. I'm not convinced that they can win the cup, but I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't convinced either way. Anyways, that's my Sunday, April 15 wrap up. Make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe. Tell your friends. Subscribe to this channel. Do us a favor. We want to grow this. We want to make this huge. We want to go global. We want to not just be in California. We want to be in North America. We want everyone to watch this vlog. The vlog is going to get better. It's going to get bigger. It's going to get more exciting. And yeah, tune in tomorrow when you will see the beard gone. Why? Because the Leafs are terrible the first two games. Thank you for watching. This is Serge Bogosian signing off, and we'll see you soon.